This may be the strangest video I've ever had to make, but important nonetheless. Spring, Texas, woman owns an antique store. And some days after work, she likes to go through her security cameras and just kind of peruse through and see like what people are stopping and looking at, what kind of traffic she had that day. One particular day, someone stands out to her. She notices him because he's wearing a kilt, and you don't see a lot of people wearing kilts. As you can see, something catches his eye. It looks like maybe it's a spoon. He picks it up. Nothing weird about that. But she's just watching because he picked it up. He starts to walk off with it. You know, shows a lot of theft in her business. And he does that weird, like, horse stomp. And he's behind this bird cage doing something. Anyone who's ever had a small child they were potty training knows that look. That's the look that little kids make when you're like, are you pooping? And they're like, Only he's not pushing something out. He's pushing something in that he then removed and decided to put back. I'll let that take a moment to sink in. And just in case there was any doubt, he wasn't done. He saw something else that caught his eye, that he picks up and looks at, and then does his little horsey stomp. There it is. And proceeds to keister it, as they say in the prison system, only he doesn't smuggle it out. After a moment, he takes it out, puts it back, and then starts talking to the woman he came into the shop with, presumably his wife. The owner saw this, and she was mortified. She was horrified. She was disgusted. She called the police, but she also started calling people with antique shops around town and said, hey, go look at your cameras for this date. See if you see a guy in a kilt, and told them what this guy did. And then one of those shop owners called her and said, guess who I have on camera? Yeah, kilt guy. And one, guess what he's about to do? Horsey stomp. And then he proceeds to shove an item where it doesn't belong, certainly if he doesn't own it. And then after jamming it around up there for several moments, he takes it back out and puts it back on the shelf. Now, he did this in her antique shop, so she called other antique shops, and they found him in another one. But who says it stops there? What does he do in Target? What does he do in Walmart? What does he do in like a CVS? Is he just looking for random items that he can shove up there and then put back on the shelves for other people to touch and purchase? Take a real close look at him, Texas. Looks like he has an underbite, maybe. I swear, someone's going to recognize him, if nothing else, because of the kilt. I feel like someone's going to be like, doesn't Dave always wear a kilt? Doesn't Dave have this thing, like, in his downtime, he's wearing a kilt? And he might be from somewhere else. He might have been visiting Spring, Texas. But the internet is one big, small town. So do me a favor, universe. Take a real close look at this, and somebody tell me, who is he?